Hello, Tashdalek, and I'm Gunsang, and I'm a Tibetan, and I run this page called Stories of Tibetans on social media platform. And yesterday, I shared. I run this page called Stories of Tibetans, where I document the lives of Tibetans living in exile, and then from our page yesterday, I shared. Uh, in a I tried, yes. So yesterday I tried to explain what happens, and it's not okay to accuse Dalai Lama about the incident where he kisses a little boy in front of public. And then, we have a huge amount of non-Tibetan followers, so people were asking to explain what really happened. And so this video is about that incident. So what really happened on that day was that, yes, in a playful manner, as Dalai Lama who he is, and as innocent as he is, as innocent as a child, Dalai Lama teases this boy and he kisses the boy, and then he even take out his tongue and ask the boy to suck it. I'm not even sure if he literally have asked the boy to suck it or not, but this is what the accusers are saying. So let's say it happened. But you need to understand who the Dalai Lama is. So Dalai Lama is someone who have given his entire life. He's 86 at the moment. So he gave his entire life to promote peace in this world, and he is someone who asks his own people to forgive the Chinese. And he's so compassionate that he see you as his own family. He loves everyone. And then it's not only that boy, with many political leaders, many spiritual leaders, he was always playful. He has been like this. Whenever he have the opportunity to make fun. So he does this. And then especially for the Tibetans in our culture, he's considered to be as a father-like figure. Personally for me, he's far more important than my own family. And this is applied to all the Tibetan people as well. So imagine in a family, if your grandparents kissing your own child, then it's okay, it's accepted, right? So I'm sure Dalai Lama, His Holiness, has seen that kid as a grandchild. And then those people who are accusing Dalai Lama for such things, I think it's you whose mind is polluted. It's you, your mind is corrupted. When you see such acts, right away you are being negative. So the world is not filled with negatives. There are also positive parts, very rare. And when you see such rare moments of positiveness, you can't digest it because you are polluted, because your mind is polluted, right? And then on your social media platform, you just accuse that individual. So before those people who have accused Dalai Lama, before accusing him, have you really asked, like, why he did this? No. For example, even there are people who accuse Dalai Lama. There are posts where you are playing with kids. So if I accuse you for that, it doesn't make sense, right? So even though you have several million followers or whatever your position is, you don't have the right to accuse someone unless and until you have a proper information. So a little knowledge is very, very dangerous, and that's what you have at the moment. So when you are about to speak up about something, please do double check. So that's something which I also wanted to request those people who have accused Dalai Lama, you know. And then, moreover, when you look at the video, it's out in the public. There are like several hundred cameras. There are thousands of people gathered. And the whole incident is being, broadcast live. So it clearly shows that Dalai Lama doesn't have any sort of negative intention about the whole incident. Ask yourself. I'm sure that you are not that foolish to do something in public if you have a bad intention. Right? So anyway, again, the question is, have you speak about the atrocity which is going on inside Tibet by using your social media, by being an influencer? I'm sure you haven't. And do you even know what's happening inside Tibet? And do you even know what he have done for the cause of Tibetan people? Have you ever acknowledged that he won the Nobel Peace Prize? Have you ever acknowledged that he have given his entire life to promote peace and harmony in this world? Sometimes it's good to use your own social media platform to, let people know what these individuals are doing, rather than being too negative, being too sensitive. So yeah, the whole point is, it's a pure misunderstanding. I won't point my finger when I don't know your culture, when I don't know how your world works. Right? So same thing, if something happens in your family, or if something happens with you, whoever you believe or whoever you follow, and if I, before pointing my finger, I need to double check. I need to know your traditions, your costume. So same thing applies to you, those people who criticize the Dalai Lama. So yes, the whole point is, it's a pure misunderstanding, and the thing is, where the Dalai Lama is, the level where he is, it's far beyond our imagination, So yeah, it's a pure misunderstanding, and please, please, please don't accuse Dalai Lama for such things. It's difficult to tolerate, it's difficult to digest, because we know who he is. Right? So yes, if you are not sure about who he is, come to Dharamsala, meet him. His doors are always open. So you can do that instead of being in your bed scrolling Instagram and then just watching this video, accusing Dalai Lama. Instead of that, get up from your bed, come to Dharamsala, and then meet him and question him if you think he's wrong, and then he will give you the answer. Right? So this is the clarification that Stories of Tibetans, or I personally wanted to give. And yes, that's all. Thank you.